What's up, fellow greasy garage dwellers? It's up, Chuck Chops. I know I've had a little bit different stuff lately, but I hope you're enjoying it. I got some insulating done in the shop. You'll probably see it when the camera moves around. So that's taking up some time. I've been figuring out what my next move is, and this is it. 2003 Honda Metropolitan. I bought it non-running. It did turn over. I pulled the battery, and that's all I've done to it. Let's do a little walk around, and I'll let you drink all this beautifulness in. In Indiana, allegedly, according to the BMV, all I need to get this thing legal is a bill of sale. I also, from the folks I bought it from, have a clean VIN check from the police department. So there's that much settled. I usually don't play with things that don't have titles. But I'm $160 into this thing as it sits. And yeah, I figured I would bet that money. So here we go. Let's walk around and check it out. Here in the front, we've got some busted plastic and some zip tie action, a couple layers of paint. Tire doesn't look great, but it doesn't look all that bad. Some more suspect paint. A little more tape here. That wasn't holding much. Brake levers operate. More busted plastic. Ripped. This thing's lived a bit of a rough life. Dinged up right there. The kicker, it kind of chunks and grinds, but it sounds like it's turning over. So maybe I just need a return spring or something's busted. Evidently, the kickstand likes to flop down. That's not good. I have mystery wires here. Back tire looks at least presentable. It's hard to see with that light. There's lots of busted body on here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I don't have a book for this. Usually, I don't play with something until I have a book. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to strip what I can off of this. Before I do that, I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to soak everything I can with Croil. And then I guess we're going to take stuff apart and see what's there. Like I said, I had the battery on charger. We can check and see if it held charge. I already know it turns over. Maybe we can dig around and see if we can find the spark plug and check for spark and see what's going on with that. That's not good. That looks a lot like a drywall screw stuck in there. It's beat up. It's probably lived a rough life, but it's not particularly crusty. Like maybe it lived a rough life, but it lived it being put up under a tarp at least or something. I also have a key. That is positive. If I get this thing going, I want to go up to the big city, hang out with my buddy Medley, and cruise with him because he's got a red one, but his is in really good shape. He's pretty fair mechanic to say the least, and he maintains his stuff really well. And he gave me a list of stuff that different places to get parts, and yeah, he's a good dude. He helped point me in the right direction. So I'm gonna go get some side cuts. and we'll start removing some body. Not being real picky about how I do this because I'm going to probably have to rig it up to get it to work anyhow. Oh, well, that came apart easy. Oh, this thing is rough. All right, these pieces are, you can't see it. Take a quick time out here. Looks like this rig was originally blue. And put a couple of posts behind the headlight mount that are broke off. Okay, I'm glad I only paid 160 bucks for this thing. This is not so much a how-to. There's probably 100 how to take this thing apart videos, and I haven't watched them. I did not do any due diligence, but I'm feeling confident that I can get it torn apart. Putting back together is a little different story for me, but I usually manage. I think if I can get this took loose and off and out of the way, I'll just start peeling her back like an onion. This thing has more cracks and scars than Humpty Dumpty and Frankenstein put together. I just want to get her stripped back where I can see what exactly I'm trying to work on. Okay, with that, looks like there should be 4 bolts, but there was only 2 holding the seat. Is this a seat bucket? I don't know. The storage container? I may have to make this Honda like a naked bike. Not me ride naked, but no body panels or minimal or homemade. I don't know. This thing's busted. Bolt nut something. Looks like it's holding this on, this little sissy bar grab bar thing. Supposed to be 3. There's only been 2. This thing has been monkeyed with. Oh, looky there. Okay, there's my mystery wires. Goes in the turn signals and whatnot. And there's supposed to be screws holding this together. The other side had no screws. It was looks like held by prayer and tape. Now I'm starting to see stuff. Starting to see the order of operations here. And what seems to be typical Honda, it's snap click together as well as bolts. So you got to find the right snap for the right click and not break it. There's a little screw in here. I wonder if it's not the hang up to this leg guard bit coming loose. I hate, just so you know, I hate my pauses where my mind thinks and then I pause while I'm in the middle of a sentence. I hate that. I'm working on it, but it's what it is. That's pretty loose. Is this a one-piece unit? These here are for the floorboard, for lack of a, I don't know what the right word is. Where am I going to sit now? I want to have to make some kind of body Or at least make that bucket work. These are going on the workbench. Might as well get this out of the way. I cannot see what still has this attached. For Pete's sake. I don't really want to unnecessarily break anything. Okay, that side popped. Okay. Oh, I found one more screw. Okay, it was that easy. I just missed a screw. That's pretty yucky. Get out of there. Alright, that's off. This came off the headlight nacelle. There's that. Now I can really see some stuff. This plug here kind of looks like a smiley face. That one came out of the headlight. That's for future check. Well, I have the rest of the body off. Let's see if we can take the fender off without busting it. I missed the zip tie. Couple screws over here. I don't know what they're doing. I will say this, somebody did their honest best to keep this thing on the road as long as they could. Are you kidding me? More zip ties down here. So, I think I got a belly pan left. And then we'll do some more croiling. Future self. This looks like brake line and maybe a throttle cable tucked in right there. I think maybe this tightens into the... Okay, I can feel it spinning into this front slash belly pan. There it goes. Okay, that's the tip. Right there. And stick it back in there so I don't lose it. What else is holding? I'm probably not going to hurt anything. Down for the count, baby. That's out. Bet there's one for the other side too. All right. So right there is the VIN stamp. I know you can't read it very well, but that matches the sticker on the front cowl. And in my experience, that stamped number is what the Bureau of Motor Vehicles cares about. So yeah. So here's what I know about this ride. It's a 50cc liquid cooled 2003 or 5 Honda Metropolitan. I think they're also called a CH50. I know a complete engine on eBay is $500, and that's no guarantee of running. It was just that's what it was. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm feeling a little frisky, so let's pull the spark plug, look at it, stick the battery back in, and see if we have sparks. Here's the spark plug, hidden way down there. All right, I was rudely interrupted by a dead camera battery. This, come on. Well, crap on a cracker. Well, suffice to say, it's not terrible, but it don't look great. Off camera, I rolled the kicker. It did move the engine. It didn't feel like there was huge compression, but I've never checked the compression with a thumb on a 50cc little scooter. So the next thing to do is to hook the battery up, and yeah, strange thing. This whole little ordeal here goes to the battery terminal, as does this one. And yeah, we'll see if it sparks. Okay, the battery is janky but hooked up. I have lights and things. See if it does it. Look at that. There's hope. I got spark. Checked my battery and it said I was pushing like 13, 14 volts. So it held charge long enough to do that. That's awesome. Alright, folks. That's the entry to Humpty Dumpty or Frankenstein. I don't know. This thing has as many cracks in it as they do. But if you watch this far, thanks for watching. And if you didn't watch this far, thanks anyhow. You just won't hear me say it. We got this little dude tore down to just mechanical basics, no cosmetics. And I'll call it a win because I have sparks. So, till next time, keep wrenching.